the order made on 2020. 2024.
Mr. Dudley, there's a problem with your...
No, the ruling which are laid on 23rd.
Yes.
23rd October 2024. My Lord, this president, very recent president from this court, in the chief stay motion, my Lord, came before this court on the 21st of September, 20th September 2024, barely a month ago. My Lord, Omtata objected to the hearing of the Attorney General's 5-2B because other parties, including Katiba Institute, which I then represented, had not been served. But this court stated, my Lord, that it would deal with the parties before it. That is a precedent this court has always taken, dealt with the parties before it. My Lord, before the High Court, as late as yesterday, a petition from Kitui was sent to the bench. More will be sent to the bench, my Lord. And before the High Court...
Mr. Dudley, thank you. Mr. Dudley, you are making an argument, but yes. I think answer the question I posed very directly first,
yes,
and then make your justifications.
Very well, my Lord. My Lord, so the answer to your question is no. There's no party affected by the ruling who participated in it who has not been joined. The parties listed in the ruling are before the court and were duly served for today's proceedings, my Lord. My Lord might take judicial notice that the proceedings we seek to halt continue this afternoon at 2 p.m. So delay really serves the respondents. We request you, my Lord, to allow us to proceed. The main appeal has been filed and these parties can participate in it. That's all, my Lord. Thank you so much for the chance.
My Lord Presiding Judge, if with your permission, I perhaps may be of some assistance.
Yes.
My Lord, I think the issue is a rather simple and straightforward issue to resolve. The application before you this morning seeks to stay the proceedings as they are now. The proceedings as they are now affect all the parties in the consolidated petition. Now, some of those consolidated or some of those parties are not before you, and they are affected within the meaning of Rule 79 of this court's rules. And because it seeks to stay the proceedings as they are now, I think whether or not the parties were parties on the 23rd, they are affected. The application was only filed on the 24th, the same day as the consolidation. Those parties being affected, I believe they are proper parties to this application. Most obliged.
All right. Thank you. I just have one question. Is it a case of lack of clarity, or is it a case of economy with the truth? When, having posed the question whether these other parties that are here but that are not named, whether they participated in the application that led to the ruling, the answer I got from counsel is that they participated. Was that a truthful position, or was someone trying to mislead this court?
My Lord, let me help the court. My Lord, these proceedings were consolidated with other proceedings.
That's okay.
So that, my Lord, there are parties who participated in these proceedings, in this ruling, my Lord. But, my Lord, these parties are not before the court. So my thought, our concern is that why can't we get the parties, at least the ones who participated in these proceedings, so that we are able to have a complete picture. But more importantly, also, we are making a case that if these proceedings affect parties who are in the consolidated suit, Isn't there a case for them to be heard so that orders cannot be issued in the context where they have not been heard?
Thank you.
My Lord, if you may just permit you 1 second, only 1 second.
No, will not permit you. Professor Jenda,
Yes,
enough has been said on this rather straightforward matter. Enough has been said. But before my learned brothers and I retire to consider what directions we shall give,
Yes,
I'm just inviting my Lord Muchelule. I wonder whether my Lord needs to clarify anything before we retire on this. My Lord Muchelule.
Yeah, thank you, Presiding Judge. Mr. Ucheng Dudley, the application seeks to stay proceedings that are ongoing. Now, are all the parties who will be affected by the decision that we make, one way or the other, are those parties, were they cited by you and served with this application? We need clarity on that.
The straight answer is all the parties in the proceedings as they are now are not before this court. However, my Lord, the ruling was made on 23rd.
That's what I wanted.
Dudley, thank you.
Yes, my Lord.
Thank you. My Lord is saying that he has got...
Please, Your Lordship. Please, Your Lordship.
Just a moment, please. My Lord Odinga.
My Lord, Presiding Judge, I have no question.
Thank you very much.
My Lord, may I say something very small?
Just a moment, please.
Before you're about to retire.
Just a moment.
What?
Senior Counsel. Just a moment. We're about to retire, but before we do, I'm going to give Dr. Camino a moment, and that means a moment. Mr. Camino, I'm going to give you a minute to let us know what it is you want to place before us, and then I'll give Senior Mwite also a minute, then we shall retire, we'll come back with directions. Dr. Camino.
My Lord, I represented Kichwa Sharia and myself before the High Court as an interested parties. All that I want is my name to be on record, that's all.
Thank you very much. Were you served?
I was not served, but it doesn't matter, Your Honor. This is a simple application which I can argue without being served.
No, it's okay. I mean, whether you can argue is another matter. I was just asking whether you were served. Senior Mwite.
I think I was served, my Lord. Would you place me on record as saying that I was served?
You said you were not served, and you even went further to explain, and now you're saying you were served.
Yes, sorry for blowing hot and cold. I was
just
served.
A moment. Are you named?
No, my name is not. It's not on the document, but that doesn't matter. I don't.
You are unlike it matters, Dr. Kaminwa. It does matter in this court. It does matter. Senior Mwite.
My Lord, all the parties who are named in the ruling delivered on the 23rd of October are parties and they have been served. I think that is the first important point. Point number two, there is no objection in joining now those who have applied to be enjoined. Last point, my Lord, this is an urgent application of 52B.
Regarding Gachagua, hii serikali tulitafuta na shida mingi.